So we have a design pattern called abstract factory design pattern. And I was just reading this, and what I could understand by reading all of this and this by this seeing this example. So let me to explain this in brief. So let's say there is a situation or a problem statement like let's say there is a Zoom company, this is a Zoom. So Zoom company provides, sorry, this is not a, this is the Zoom. So Zoom company provides Zoom application to be executed or to be running on the Windows platform as well as on the Linux platform, right? You can run the Zoom on Linux machine, even on the Windows machine. So uh, mm, when maybe I'm just creating a scenario. So let's say in the Zoom company, developers thought that they need access or they need permission for the camera of the machine. Machine means laptop or maybe your desktop, and the camera and microphone of your plugged-in microphone on Windows and Linux machine. So there are two different things of similar type, like Windows and Linux. These two things are operating systems, but for both of these, things will be different. I mean, granting permission in Linux and granting permission in Windows are different things. So they need permission for camera and microphone. So what they can do, so as per the abstract factory pattern, they can define an abstract factory interface. Just like I have defined on line number 14, which is I permission abstract factory. And in this interface, they can have two methods, one for grant camera permission and the second one for grant microphone permission. And both of these methods return interface also. They don't return any specific concrete implementation. They return the interface. So these are the interface of I abstract camera permission data, I abstract microphone permission data. And why the Zoom need this permission? Because so that they can start creating or start operating on the meetings. In meetings we need camera and microphone maybe. So that's why. So they created these two interfaces. One interface is this one, which is required, and the third or other interfaces are which are being used in this interface. So this is the first interface, I abstract camera permission data. So this is the implementation of this interface, which says that chords of the screen, which or the chords of the uh, data to be recorded, video to be recorded, and resolution of the video, and some dummy functions. Okay, and same way there is a another interface which is data being returned from this call, which is the structure of this interface is like this one, which you can see right now is mono stereo. I mean, we can use this one. Max sound allowed, allowed. Sorry, allowed. So, I mean, in decimal units, we can measure the sounds allowed and some dummy functions, right? So, what we have done at Italiat, we actually created one interface, abstract factory, and inside this factory, we created a few more methods like what we need and also some interfaces, which are the data types. So now, for example, we need to implement this interface for window platform. So we can implement this class window permission factory, which will give the permissions for camera and microphone by these two methods by implementing this interface. So you can implement these methods inside this windows permission factory, and the return type for this these two methods could be can be concrete now. So for the Windows, this is the window camera permission data, and for microphone, this is the window microphone permission data, window microphone permission data. So and I have also implemented both of these data here, if you can see. So I abstract camera permission data, so codes and resolution, all these things, and this is the grant permission data. So this is the implementation of this data here, right? So now this was the implementation for window. Same way we can have a Linux implementation. This is the Linux permission factory abstract factory. And in this way, we are returning the Linux camera permission data, which has been implemented just below. And the same way for Linux microphone permission data. And you can see here, this is the window one, this is the Linux one, this is the interface, and this is the window one, and again, this one is the Linux one. So this way, I mean, and these have been defined now. Comes to the client. Client means the client says that I need to use if I'm on window. I mean, client means you can say that if there is a package or the application which is being deployed on the window. So, and their application is the client. So that application will actually use this concrete implementation. And if we talk about the Linux specific application installer, then that application Linux specific one will use this concrete class implementation. So maybe they can just use this base by using the Unity I dependency in container. So they can resolve that by, so this is how we can resolve a problem by implementing an abstract factory pattern, where we can be creating a abstract factory which will be providing few methods to get some uh, other abstracted data. So this is the scenario I told you, where we can implement the I abstract factory and their I abstract factory interface and their implementation.